Hi, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 1st to the 15th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps this channel immensely. It helps me immensely. So, thank you so very much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, the first thing I got instantaneously was that a love has changed. Okay, so just be aware of that. For a lot of us here, Virgo, what we've been there's something here that has changed. It's around love. It's around the way that we're moving forward in love or pursuing love. So just be aware of this. It picks back up, but we need to like connect with us for a moment because there's just I'm just seeing a yo-yo, like it's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's something that we need to be aware of right here. So just be aware of that. It can be with a Scorpio, but I'm also seeing like a transformation, a dying away of something. So just be very aware of that. So let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Balance is reversed. Yeah, something is out of balance during this time, and we're in a Libra time frame. So balance is super important. We become a lot more sensitive when our balance is off or when the balance is off of things. So just be aware of this during this time, that balance is going to be so important. And yet we can almost feel like balance is a little bit elusive during this time for one reason or another. And let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Yeah, the Four of Cups, we're so busy. We're trying to fix a problem. I don't know exactly what problem that is, Virgo, but we're so busy trying to fix a problem that divinity is giving us a blessing and we're like, yeah, hold on. Or you know what? That's that's taking me away from solving this problem. I can't do that right now. And divinity is like, oh my gosh, just listen, just connect, just come here type of thing. So we have the Knight of Cups reversed. There's a sense here of, I'm just seeing a halt to the beautiful. Hey, there's something that we want to move forward in. There's something that we love. There's something that we need to connect with. And yet there's a halt to it for one reason or another. I can see us really wanting to move things forward. And Spirit is saying here with the Page of Cups, because the cups are water sign energies, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay. There is a sense here of we want to be a student of that love. We want to connect. We want to build something new. So we're going to be very interested in that energy right here. But right now, this energy of moving forward, this energy of I know what I love, we're really questioning things. And this is going to be very much, as much as we might not want to hear it, a student time of what we love, of what's important to us, of where we need to be, we're reevaluating a lot of things. There can also be a new love who's coming into our lives, like a person. Now, if we're in a committed relationship, you can absolutely forgo this, and not pay attention because it's a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But if you're not in a committed relationship, or you're looking for somebody new, there's somebody new who's coming into our lives, who's turning our heads. There's something that is having us question where we stand right now with what we love. Now, this could be in a personal relationship, this could be at work, this could be, in any modality. But I do see it's like our head being turned, our head is being turned. So just be aware of that. But we need to really sit in, what do I love? What do I want? How do I want to move forward? And that applies for every single one of us here. And in a relationship right now, it's kind of like we need to step back and say, okay, what's important and what do I love? And am I making that clear? The death card is a transformation time. This is also very strong Scorpio energy. So we can be having a bit of difficulty with a Scorpio, also water sign energy. So that very much fits. But there is also this sense of a connection with spirit that is having us see deeper. Scorpios usually see deeper. And so, like a positive Scorpio sees very, very deep. And so this can be a time where we're seeing a lot deeper, Virgo, than we're usually comfortable with. Like we usually want to see. It's like, whoa, wait, what the heck is going on here? So just be aware of this. We're walking the veil between worlds. You're having very, very, very powerful dreams. Okay, so keep a dream journal by you. And there's also a sense of a very powerful guidance. Guidance when you kind of let your thoughts wander. When you let your thoughts wander and you don't think like, oh, it should be like this, it should be like that, you're going to see yourself guided forward in a way that is really quite beautiful for you. But it's a way that's going to very much transform things, and it's going to make things a lot more equal, a lot more balanced than they were before. With the Page of Cups, we are a student of our heart. We're really learning, what do I love? What do I want? We're also going to have inspiration come to us during this time in like really unlikely places. That's why Spirit's saying, hey, be mindful. We're going to be a little bit stubborn with, this is the way I need to see things. This is the way it needs to be. Don't take me off my path. During this time, it's kind of like, take the road less traveled. Get out of your comfort zone. Open the door. It brings us to the King of Wands. The King of Wands, fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is fire and passion and determination. This is very much, looking at what inspires us. And there can be a person around us who just burns very, 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 very brightly. And so we need to be just aware not to be pulled into their fire. So I'm just seeing that being something where it's like, oh my gosh, I can be pulled into their orbit so easily that I forget my goals. I forget what I want and what I need and what my passions are. We're also going to be very much into getting things done during this time. We can have a poor execution of it with the Knight of Cups reversed, because we can really sit there and say, what do I love? What do I need? How am I connecting with this emotionally? And overthink and overanalyze it. The Knight of Wands is the energy that's going to come in and say, hey, just let's start. Let's see what happens. Start it and then see where it takes you. And that's going to be really kind of quite fun. It's going to be like, just like throw paint on the wall, see what happens type of energy coming forward. With the Hangman, after this time period, or during this time period, we are going to be seeing things quite differently than we had seen them before. And we're going to be looking at things and being like, well, why can't I do this? Or why couldn't it be like that? Or I didn't have to see it that way. Or maybe it wasn't meant that way. And it's just going to open up avenues for us and doorways that are really quite astounding. So that's going to be a great thing. The Hangman also can kind of turn things on their head, because we're starting to see things quite differently. And it's like, oh my gosh, now I'm doubting, now I'm fearing, did I do things right, or am I not doing things right, or is this so different from the way that it quote unquote should be? So here it's like, let go of expectations and see where spirit takes you. See where being a student of your heart and asking, what do I love? How am I connecting? What is beautiful to me? What is prosperous to me? See where that can take you, Virgo, because it can take you quite far, and you're going to really be transformed during this time. The death and rebirth, the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new coming forward. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Three of Pentacles. We need to be mindful of putting in all the work and somebody else and others wanting to take all the credit. So just be aware of this. Our subconscious spirit message is blessed reversed. We cannot feel blessed because we don't feel balanced, and we have so many questions going on, and we're looking at things so differently, and we can just feel really discouraged. Spirit is saying, breathe, take a step back, balance yourself. That's going to be so important. And then let us move forward. The time frame of Scorpio also, October 23rd to November 21st, can be very, very, very important for us. We can see things really starting to change, like we can see doors starting to open, and that can be very exciting. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is Libra, which is really funny. I laugh because Libra leads into Scorpio, right? Libra time period, which we're in now, leads into Scorpio time period, which we will be. And this is justice. This is balance. That's that balance that we're seeking, that we feel like, oh, I'm not going to get it. Subconscious. Again, if we stop the chatter of the world and listening to it, we can really find balance within ourselves and then find that justice, that harmony to move forward. Note that not everything will be just and fair. Like it won't be 100% of the time. We can be very sensitive to that. Like that's not fair. That's not just. It's like, yeah, okay. But it will be harmonizing to us. It will, it's kind of like tuning a piano or tuning an instrument, or like when an orchestra is tuning up, right? It sounds so wild and crazy, or it sounds so out of tune, and you're like, oh my gosh, how will that ever be beautiful? And then you hear the orchestra tuning, 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 and then they start to play, and it's just breathtaking. And that's the energy here. Okay. All right. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.